We'll gather up the family and set 'em round the table. Then she divvies up the chips after turning on the cable. That's the only way that praying for a full house seems to work on them. The kid's grown quick, she's not ready for the drama, so she comes to dinner in a full suit of armor, and her husband's in a scuba suit, eyeballs deep in gin. And then the roof flies off in a flash tornado, while the baby and the bathwater tumble out the window. A fellow with a fiddle and a tune, yeah, he don't knock, no, he waltzes in. And he sings, who turned out the lights? Yeah, does anybody know? Thanks for coming out tonight. That's the end of the show. Now in the beat of a heart, which in that generation was a lithium battery with geolocation, with a temperature it went and took a terrible and twisting turn. And mama didn't want her, but the kids went and made her, so she took the books out of the refrigerator and she threw them in the fireplace and waited for the pages to burn. And then some lady on the radio was singing about religion. She was offering a second chance to anybody listening by clinging to their crosses to cut their losses just like we had learned. And then a freight train came carrying a courageous cavalry of 7 apostles lost on their way to Galilee. Our fear seemed no concern, they stroked their beards and they all sang. They sang, who turned out the lights? Hey, does anybody know? Thanks for coming out tonight. That's the end of the show. That's when the wood and the steel pulled the wagon and the wheel, and it brought along a salesman who was offering a deal, and who could blame the fools? They were all so naive. You see, the slippery savior, he was a son of a bitch, and he would say that he loves you and then sleep with your friends, but the bitter feels better when it comes from the mouth of the mean. And then the population cried from their thoughtless action, saying, we don't regret it, we just wish it didn't happen, and they praised revenge and they clenched their yellow teeth. And it was safe to say that they knew he had lied, in the same way that fire is a sign of life. If his word was an apology, he'd shut right up, but no, instead, he just sang, who turned out the lights? Yeah, does anybody know? Thanks for coming out tonight. That's the end of the show. See, right about then, a canary in a coal mine was breathing real low, even though he didn't know quite whether or not he was walking down a one-way road. That's when the old grew weak and the rich grew tired, as the earth caved in and the sky set fire, and the streets filled deep with the people sick of being controlled. And then the moochers and the looters hollered loud and clear, with voices high with anger but thin with fear. They were sincerely going nuts, thinking they were getting screwed. 'Cause something in their history had always been a mystery, but no one here would ever know, 'cause no one here would ever read. And the fiddler, he breathed the sweetest, saddest tune. And then just like that, and with the tip of his hat, the trespassing messenger was packing his bags. I'm going now, my time has come. And off he went, just like Daniel Boone. And he sang, who turned out the lights? Hey, does anybody know? Thanks for coming out tonight. That's the end of the show. Thanks, guys.